This is Module 5, Lesson 8, Drawing Polygons on the Coordinate Plane. This is going to be part 1 because I'm going to assume that I'm going to have to do a couple of parts to this video because it is going to get lengthy. So I'm going to start off by plotting and connecting the points A, 3, 2, B, 3, 7, and C, 8, 2. Remember that it's always X and Y, and it's labeled on your coordinate plane, X and Y. This is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4, reviewing from last year. So A, this is 0, 0, and the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to label my coordinate plane. And I go every other and I label my odds. You can label your evens. I just like to make sure that this is a number 1 and I don't skip it. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then that would be 10. -1, tick. -3, tick, which would be -4, -5, -7, -9. We're going up on the y-axis. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And remember, in between 1 and 3 is 2. -1, -3, -5. Remember, you can pause this video and make sure that your work matches mine. Okay, so now I have to graph 3, 2. So I'm starting in my origin. +3, +2. And I'm going to label it point A. B is at 3, 7. Start at my origin. You got to crawl before you can stand and walk. 3, 7. Going to label it B. The next one is C. 8, 2. I'm going to label it C. Name the shape and determine the area of the polygon. Okay. I would take a straight edge. If you have a mathematic tool with a straight edge, you can, or you can just kind of eyeball it. Do not use pen like me. I'm using pen so you can see. Make sure you're using pencil. If you're not, find one. Because if you make a mistake, you want to be able to erase it on this graph. So this is obviously, it's a right triangle. This is a 90-degree. This is a right triangle. And we have to find the area of it. So I can find the area using absolute value. So if I say 3, 7, if I say B and A, or line segment AB, to find the distance between A and B, I can use absolute value, what we've used on the previous lesson. Cancel these out. Same sign, subtract. Different add. So absolute value of 7, same sign, subtract. Absolute value of 2 is 5. And to check it, I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hesitant to count because sometimes 6th graders will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they'll be off 1. This is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use absolute value, then check it with counting the ticks. So this is 5 units, and the height is, the height is 5 units, and A to C, I'm going to absolute value, A is 3, 2, C is 8, 2, cancel out the ones that are the same sign, subtract, different add, so it's same sign, they're both positive, so 8 minus 3 is 5, so 5 units. So to find the area of a triangle, they are both whole numbers, so I'm going to use, here's my area, A equals BH divided by 2. The base is 5, the height is 5, divided by 2 equals 25 divided by 2, which is 12.5 units squared. There is your area for that first polygon, that first shape. Okay, the next page is questions 2 through 4. I'm going to plot them on this coordinate plane. So I already wrote them out so I could have them, so I didn't have to flip back and forth. So E is at negative 8, 8. So negative 8, 8. Whoops, don't do those lines like I did. Negative 8, 8 is E. F is at negative 2, 5. And negative 7, it's right here. My tick is off a little bit. Negative 7, 2. Now, this is where it gets tricky because I don't have these nice lines that I can count these ticks. I can't count this as a tick and a half and a tick. The way you have to solve these is you have to draw a rectangle or a square, whatever it happens to be, around it. So I'm going to do this. This lesson is the trickiest lesson. Do what you can with it. Follow along. Try your best. That's all we can do at this point. Okay? So you see I have, and if you have colored pencils, you can take them out and use them as tools. So I'm going to color these. I have 3 triangles around my actual triangle in the middle. And if you can see them, I'm going to color lightly so I can still see the ticks. And this little sliver here. So I have 3 triangles around, not 3 triangles around my actual triangle. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to find the area of this rectangle. And I'll get a separate sheet of paper and write this down. So the area of the rectangle is from here to here. So I'm going to have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 units by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a square. 6 units. So I know the area of square is 6 times base times height. No dividing by 2 because it's a quadrilateral, so base times height is 36 units squared. So now I need to find all of these triangles around it, their area, and then I'm going to take it away from them, so I'm going to subtract them. So if I take this pink triangle first, I'm going to label him 1, 2, 3. I'm going to call him triangle 1. A equals BH divided by 2. His base is 1, 2, 3 by, his height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to divide it by 2. So that's 18 divided by 2, which is 9. So my triangle number 1, I'm going to put it in there, 9, and I'm going to circle it. I just need to square units squared. Now my second triangle, triangle number 2, A equals BH divided by 2. 1, 2, 3. The base is 3. The height is, and these can be interchangeable. You can say this is the base and this is the height. It's whatever way you look at it. So the base on this right triangle I said was 1, 2, 3, and the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 2. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5 units squared. So I'm going to put 7.5 in the middle and circle it, the big circle. I write my 1, 2, and 3 kind of small, and then the actual area big. Now triangle 3's area. A equals BH divided by 2. Good habit to get into. The base is, this is easy, 1. And the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to go all the way to E, 6. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3 units squared. You may want to get a separate sheet of paper to do all this work out on, especially for your independent work if you don't have room. So the area here is 3. So now what I need to do is, because the area of this whole thing is 36, I'm taking these pieces away, and when I take it away, I'm going to be left with the area of this triangle that's inside of it. So I'm going to take all of these and add them up. So 9, you can use a calculator. I'm not, it's pretty elementary math. So 9, 16, 17, 18, 19.5. So all of these are 19 units. These 3 triangles equal 19.5 units. So I'm going to take area equals 36 minus 19.5, and I'll just set it up over here. 36, placeholder 0 for that 0.5. Bottom bigger, better borrow. 5, 10, 5. Bottom bigger, better borrow. And 15 minus 9 is 6 and 1. Bring a decimal straight down. So the area is 16 and 5/10 units squared. Sorry. Okay, there's that one. Now I'm going to stop this video and I'll do the other 2 in a part 2. I'll do the rest of this lesson in part 2. And if you want to pause it and get down all the work, now would be a great time to pause it.